him back in his cage as soon as possible.
What's it? Come on, get her off, we gotta stop!
Leave it.
You need it.
You don't have time. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to the Cornley Drama Society's presentation of The Murder at Havisham Manor. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Chris, the director, and I would like to personally welcome you to what will be my directorial debut. And my first production as the head of the Drama Society. Firstly, I would like to apologize to those of you affected by a little box office mix-up. I do hope the 260 of you affected will enjoy our little murder mystery just as much as you would have enjoyed Hamilton. We are particularly excited about this show because for the first time in our society's history, we have managed to find a play that fits the number of society members perfectly. If we're being honest, a lack of members has sometimes hampered past productions, such as last year's Chekhov show, Two Sisters. Last Christmas's The Lion and the Wardrobe. Or indeed, our summer musical, Cat. Of course, this is the first time we've been able to stage a play of this scale, and we are thrilled. It's no secret that we've had to contend with a small budget, as was evident in our recent production of Roald Dahl's classic, James and the Peach. Of course, during the run of that particular show, the peach we had went off, and we were forced to come up with a hastily devised alternative entitled, James, where's your peach? Right? On to the main event, which I am confident will be our best show yet. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please put your hands together! Sorry. We're an eager audience today. It's fantastic. But yes, let me finish speaking first. For Susie H.K. Bridewell's thrilling whodunit, The Murder at Havisham Manor.
I don't understand. He was as fit as a fiddle. It doesn't make sense.
Of course it makes sense, Perkins. He's been murdered.
Good Lord! Where's Florence? She's downstairs. Shall I fetch her?
At once, Perkins! And quickly!
But she's bound to have another hysterical episode.
Damn it, gather everyone in here! Charles! Dead with the horror!
Lounge dining room. Cecil, Miss Collymore, come to Charles' private rooms at once. Charles Havisham has been murdered.
But do you think it was murder, Perkins? Or do you think, perhaps, it was suicide?
Suicide, Mr. Havisham? Not possible. Never was there a man with more zest for life than Charles Havisham. Why on earth would he commit suicide?
Why on earth would anyone want to murder him? Charles was such a gentle fellow.
Generous, kind, a true philanthropist. He never had an enemy in his life.
Until today, it seems.
Shall I tell the police, sir?
The police? We'll make it out here for days, not in this snowstorm. No, I'll telephone Inspector Carter. He lives just the other side of the village, and he'll be here next to no time. Hand me the phone, Perkins. Thank you, Perkins. Good evening. Give me Inspector Carter. I know it's late, damn it. Now, I don't care about the weather. There's been a murder. Someone's murdered Charles Havisham. That's right. That's right. Thank you. He's on his way.
Inspector Carter?
They say he's the best damn inspector in the district. He'll crack this case in quick.
Very well, sir. What shall I do?
Okay, be doorman. Not a soul gets out of Havisham Manor alive until the killer is found. And make sure you gather everyone. In here.
Yes, sir.
Good God, Charles Havisham murdered at his own engagement party. Good God, Charles Havisham murdered at his own engagement party. The grim night. Florence!
Charlie! No! I can't believe what I'm seeing! My God! He looks so frail lying there. His skin is cold to the touch.
Don't touch him, Florence.
I must.
You mustn't.
You controlling brute, unhand me. Who could do such a thing? On the night of our engagement party. Cecil, quick, your brother's dead.
This way, Mr. Havisham, this way.
I'm coming, Miss Collymore. I'm coming, Miss Collymore. I'm coming, Miss Collymore.
Get down, idiot!
My brother, dead. It can't be.
Calm yourself, Cecil. Pour this man a stiff drink, Perkins.
Right away, sir. Charles always kept his scotch upstairs in his study.
You know, my brother had the finest collection of scotch in all the county.
Don't you think I know that, Cecil? He was my best friend.
Well, he was my brother, Thomas.
Hector, Charlie, dead.
My fiancé dead, I can't bear it.
You want to leave my sight this evening, Florence?
Oh my God! He's drunk the whole bottle, sir. There's not a drop left.
Hang it all. There's another in the cabinet.
Oh.
Hang it all. There's another in the cabinet.
Of course, sir. You're right. This one's for.
This is horrifying. Who would have motivation to murder Charles Havisham?
I can't imagine.
This is madness. My brother was a good man. Who would kill him? I'm in shock, Thomas.
As am I, sir, soon as am I.
This is unthinkable. My brother, murdered in his own home.
This is more than my nerves can take. I simply can't stand it. Thomas, I think I'm becoming hysterical.
No, Florence! Calm yourself. Here, take one of your pills.
Oh, Florence. Watch for me. Thomas, I feel as if I shall pass out.
Perkins, pour this man a stiff drink.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Perkins.
There, Florence. Deep breath. See as he does
This
it.
is terrible. Just a week after our engagement.
Well, here's to a good brother. Good God, that's the best whiskey I've ever tasted.
Have another. To calm the nerves.
Make it a double, Perkins.
Oh, my child, my head is spinning.
Calm down, Florence.
Another scotch, sir.
Yes!
I believe he was out of your own drinking when he was supposed to be downstairs with us.
My brother wasn't as happy as many people were led to believe. Behind that cheery mask he wore lay a darker side to the man that many never knew about.
It's true. His smile was often merely a facade. I was one of the few people fortunate enough to be close to him. That is what I was a true friend today.
We all have, Perkins. Hang it on like you, Charlie, ever since school.
I don't know how I'll ever recover from this.
You'll move back home with me, Florence. I'm your brother. I'll have it no other way.
Perkins is right. My brother was hiding a deep sense of paranoia and jealousy. I have no doubt in my mind it was suicide.
Suicide? Mr. Havisham, how can you say that? It was murder. Murder in the first degree.
Nonsense! Nonsense! My brother was paranoid and jealous, and I can prove it. Perkins, hand me his notebook. It's right there on the mantelpiece. Thank you, Perkins. Why? Right here on the last entry. I fear Florence is not there. The night of our engagement, despair engulfs my soul.
But I love Charles with all my heart.
As I said, driven mad with paranoia and jealousy. The Inspector!
Thank heavens he's here.
What a terrible snowstorm. Good evening. I'm Inspector Carter. Take my case.
Yes, Inspector.
So this must be Charles Havisham. I'm sorry, this must have given you all a damn shock.
It did. We're all still reeling.
Naturally. Tell me, are any of you the deceased immediate family?
I'm Cecil Havisham. I'm his brother.
I'm Florence Collymore, his fiancée. Tonight was our engagement party.
I take it everyone is gathered in here?
Yes. The only other member of staff is Arthur the gardener, and I saw him and Winston leave for the weekend hours ago.
Winston?
His guard dog.
Very well. Have you poured everyone a stiff drink?
Yes, Inspector.
Well, here's to a man that everyone here has loved. To Charles.
Charles! Delicious.
Lovely! Damn fine bottle, Perkins. What's the vintage?
Flammable and corrosive, sir.
I'm sure you're all distraught, but the sooner I can get on with my inquiries, the sooner we can get to the bottom of this ghastly business. If you'd be so kind as to take the body up to Charles's study so I can examine it.
Yes, Inspector.
I'll lend you a hand, Perkins.
Then check all the doors are locked, Perkins, and prepare this room. I shall conduct my inquiries in here.
Yeah, tell me, do you know the cause of death, Inspector?
Could be a number of things. Strangulation, suffocation, poison. Before fully examining the body, I wouldn't like to say.
Poison, Inspector. Surely not.
Try not to think about it, Miss Collymore, as soon as he's upstairs. I will question everyone. and then you can get some space to calm your nerves.
Thank you, Inspector. This is all more than I can bear.
I shall return presently, as soon as I have finished examining the body.
Well, thank God.
Good Lord, Perkins! This body weighs a ton!
So this is Charles's personal study. Set the body down there, gentlemen.
It's so strange for a man to die just 3 months before he is to be married.
Can't stand it! Just look at him lying there!
There's this morose.
Morose indeed!
Cecil, we must tread carefully. It would be easy for the two of us to become implicated in Charles' death. If they find out about us, we'll be suspects.
We were having an affair, so what? That doesn't mean that we were having an affair.
Well, it doesn't mean we killed the man, but that's what the inspector will think.
It's fine. We'll just carry on as if everything is exactly as it was, except now you won't be forced to marry my beastly brother.
And soon we can be together and not keep secrets.
Soon, my love. But first, with Charlie out of the picture, I must ask you one question.
It's so strange to think of Charles being dead. He was such an influence on all of our lives.
It's almost as if he was still alive in the room with us.
His stillness unnerves me.
Seeing a cadaver for the first time can be Check his pockets, Thomas.
Inspector!
I'm going to need you to pull yourselves together to help me to dust his body for fingerprints.
Yes, Inspector.
Oh, the letter, Inspector!
Now to dust the body for fingerprints.
What was that?
Sir?
Could have sworn I just saw him breathing!
Breathing, sir.
Nonsense, Collymore. This man is dead.
Florence, will you do me the honor of making me the happiest man in the world and becoming my wife? Marry me! Charles is dead. He can never come between us again. Florence, Charles is gone and he's never coming back.
Thank you, gentlemen. Now that I've finished examining the body, perhaps you can take it down to the service quarters for the coroner to collect in the morning.
Yes, Inspector.
Then check all the photos of our Perkins
Inspector.
and Thomas. Perhaps you could fetch me a pencil and my notebook from downstairs.
Naturally.
Oh, Cecil, I can't resist you. I shall marry you.
Oh, Florence, come into my arms!
The inspector requires a pencil. Don't know what is going on here.
Sorry, I got flustered. Cecil was cooling my brow.
Very well. Well, now I have the inspector's pencil, and now I have the inspector's pencil. Yes, now I have the inspector's pencil. I will be on my way.
Thank God he's gone!
Oh, Cecil, kiss me 1,000 times. I'm yours.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Collingwood, Mr. Havisham. I've come to collect the keys to lock us all inside.
Thank you, Perkins.
I shall lock us all inside.
You don't think Perkins suspects us, do you?
That old fool? Of course not.
Oh, enough words. Take me.
Bring out the inspector's notebook. Good God, what on earth's going on here?
I almost fainted. Cecil caught me.
I haven't time for this. Now that I have the inspectors. Notebook. Now that I have the inspector's notebook. I'll be on my way.
Damn these blasted interruptions!
Kiss me, Cecil. I can't wait a second longer. Kiss me, Cecil. I can't wait a second longer. Kiss me, Cecil. I can't wait a second longer. Kiss me, Cecil. I can't wait a second longer. Don't be a coward!
I've come to prepare the room.
Oh, thank you, Perkins. Just set it right there on the mantelpiece. That's some good work. Thank you, Perkins. At last, we're alone.
Hey, Cecil. Let's run away from here. Far away together.
Soon, my love. But first, we must be careful. We mustn't arouse suspicion.
Cecil, tell me, what do you think killed Charles?
I have no doubt in my mind that he was killed by your brother, Thomas Collymore.
Charles dead and my brother a murderer, but a gentleman of the situation, you see.
Not so fast, Inspector!
But why would Thomas want Charles dead?
Well, isn't it obvious?
It was always better in possession when it came to you.
Oh, he couldn't stand the idea of his best friend marrying his sister, and so when he saw you two at tonight's engagement party, he lost control, and he went half mad, and he killed Charles.
But if it is Thomas, what if he discovers our affair?
I have no doubt in my mind he would kill us in the same way he killed Oh!
You'll faint again!
Don't worry, my lord. Just follow my lead.
I'm sorry to have kept you, but now that I've finished examining... But now that I've finished examining the body, our interviews can begin. Perkins, bring in Charles's personal effects.
What would you like to, Inspector?
Set them down on the mantelpiece. Don't go, Perkins. I have some questions I'd like to ask you first. Mr. Havisham, Miss Collymore, if you'd be so kind as to give us a moment's privacy.
Naturally.
Don't just stand there, Perkins. Take a seat.
May I?
Go ahead. How are you feeling, Perkins?
I'm a bit shaken, sir, but I'll be fine. But I'll be fine.
You and Charles Havisham, you were close.
Indeed, sir. Very good.
Evening, Inspector. Just passing through. Because we require more code in the library. Now I have the code. I'll be on my way. If you'll excuse me.
On the contrary, He was such a kindly, charming man.
This is true.
You met him?
Yes. Once at the local police station. He was a consultant on a fraud case I was working on.
I see.
And how long have you worked here?
80 years.
80 years.
8 years.
8 years. And have you enjoyed your time here?
My time with Mr. Havisham has been nothing but a joy. I feel that since I've come here, I've been seen not only as a butler, but also as a friend and a confidant. If you need me, I shall be in my quarters. Exits.
Thank you, Perkins. If you'd be so kind as to send in Florence Collymore on your way out.
No need, Inspector, I'm already here. Don't ask too much of me. I feel fragile as glass.
At last, Thomas, you managed to find me a pencil.
Yes, Inspector.
And my notebook. I knew I left them somewhere. If you'd be so kind, I need to ask some questions to your sister alone.
Very well. Florence, I'll be in the library.
Don't fret, Miss Collymore. My questions will be brief and to the point. And then you can get some rest. First, how old are you?
21.
I shall make note of that. And when were you engaged to be married?
In the new year.
And when did you and your fiancé first meet?
Only 7 months ago, but my brother Thomas has known him since school. He introduced us at a local gala, and it was love at first sight. I knew from the first moment I saw him, he was the man I wished to marry.
Ah! I've run out of paper.
When you love someone, there's no such thing as rushing, Inspector.
Did you ever feel you were rushing into marriage?
Why wouldn't I love him?
Did you love him then?
How could anyone have benefited?
Can you think of anyone who may have benefited from your fiancé?
Cecil?
Not even Cecil.
I was just having an affair. Don't you raise your voice to me, Inspector.
You were having an affair.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down, George.
But when I...
This letter I found written in your hand to Cecil, declaring your love for him, and that the thought of marrying Charles repulsed you.
Charles Bradford!
Oh, wait, you find it! I'll tell you where I found it in his pocket.
Charles Bradford, and it was suicide!
Indeed! Or it was a murder conceived by you and Cecil, so you can run away together.
You diabolical beast! How can you? I won't stand for this, Inspector. Accuse me again, and you'll be sorry!
What's all this shouting?
What is all this, Inspector?
I merely interviewed Miss Collymore. Nothing more.
What's the matter, Florence? Calm down! Stop shouting!
She's having one of her hysterical episodes. Snap out of it! You're hysterical!
Florence! Where are you going?
Come back here this instant! She's run off. I'm going to venture you stay here and answer the inspector's questions. I dare say he'll want to talk to you. You were Charles's brother, after all.
Forgive her, Inspector. She's pretty badly shaken up. We all are. It's been quite the night, and it's getting quite late.
Indeed. 11 o'clock already.
Well, I'm guessing you have some questions for me, Inspector.
Yes, similar to those I asked Miss Collymore.
Fire away, Inspector. I'm at your service.
Indeed. You and your brother, did you get along well?
Up and down. There was rather more strain in our relationship after our father died, and it was no secret he preferred Charles over than me.
I see. And this is your father on the portrait, is it not?
It is.
He's a spitting image of Charles.
He was ever since he was quite young, yes.
And you are the junior by 4 years.
Almost 4, and didn't I know it? My brother always patronized and embarrassed me throughout our entire childhood. He always thought he knew best, and father always took his side. If he ever didn't get his way, he was unbearable.
He sounds far from the ideal brother. In fact, it sounds like you hated one another.
Inspector, please. My brother and I may have never seen eye to eye. But if you're insisting that I had something to do with this murder, then you're sorely mistaken.
I see. It is a dark night.
No, Inspector, no!
You can barely even make out the trees.
What are you saying, Inspector?
I'm saying tonight would have been the perfect night for you to have murdered your brother.
Inspector, please, my brother and I may have had our differences, but deep down we cared for one another.
And yet, you had an affair with his fiancée.
What on earth gave you that idea?
This letter I found from Florence to you.
You knew about that?
I did, as it seems, did Charles.
Well, bravo, Inspector. You may have found out about Florence and I, but it still proves nothing. Florence and I had nothing to do with Charlie's murder, but Thomas Collymore does. Oh, Inspector, he's a dangerously unhinged man. He's a gentleman with a temper, and Florence as his sister. Now, I said it once before, and I shall say it once again. He couldn't stand the idea of any man, let alone his own school chum marrying his sister. And so when they saw them tonight at tonight's engagement party, he lost control, and he lashed out at Charles. A crime of passion, perhaps, but there it is.
Thank you, Mr. Havisham. You've been most helpful. If you'd be so kind as to get for Thomas Collymore for me, I feel like I'm going to follow more than one line of questioning to get to the bottom of this.
Your investigation. Out!
Hang it all, Charles. Who could have killed you? Everyone under this damned roof seems guilty. What's this? That's queer. There's something underneath the cushion. A ledger! A ledger! A ledger? A ledger? A ledger? A ledger? A ledger? A ledger! A ledger! A ledger! What's so funny? Why are you laughing? This is serious drama. I don't get what's so funny. Take her to death. She hasn't laughed once this entire show. I'm so not like this so out of the room. Just so you know, you're the reason why there's only musicals on Broadway. Oh! A letter! A ledger with Charles Haversham's initials inscribed on the cover. So let's see. Notes, bills, and what's this? A new draft of Charles's last will and testament, dated only today. Let's see what's. I, Charles Havisham, hereby amend my last will and testament to leave all my money, possessions, and Havisham Manor to one. Good Lord!
Inspector, Thomas Collymore for you.
Thank you, Cecil. But before I question Mr. Collymore, I have some papers I need to review upstairs. I shall return presently.
Do take your time, Inspector.
Indeed.
Tell me, Thomas, what was your opinion on Florence? I'm sorry, where was you?
Collect your thoughts.
Yes. Did you manage to find Florence on the ground?
Oh, I'm afraid she ran out into the ground.
And what was your opinion on Florence and Charlie's engagement?
I love Florence. I love Charlie. I couldn't have approved more of the match.
Come now, Thomas. We both know that you're overprotective of your that you're overprotective of you that you're overprotective of your sister. Whoa! Good evening. It's for you.
Who in the devil is it?
Your accountants, Collymore.
At 11:30 in the evening?
Yes.
Then hand me the receiver, Cecil.
Once, Thomas. No. Stay on. Oh!
Good evening, this is Thomas Collymore. It is actually an inconvenient time, yes. My recent deposits were on them. Discrepancies. What are you talking about, man? Gone where? £9,000 stolen! Good God! Perkins, get in here!
Yes, sir?
Bring me my bank book, Perkins!
Your bag book, sir?
Thank you, Harker.
Your pen, sir?
Thank you, Harker. This is an absolute disgrace. Who am I speaking with? I should report you to your superiors immediately. Mr. Fitzroy. I'll write that name down. Mr. Fitzroy. Let me know. This call's put me in a very difficult position. I didn't approve these transactions, Fitzroy, but you find out who did and you call me back.
Who was that, Thomas?
My accountant. £9,000 have been stolen from my private savings.
Good Lord! Oh, Thomas, I'm afraid I have a confession to make. Well, Florence and I are having an affair.
What?
What? No!
You and my sister!
Whoa! Calm down, Collymore!
You're always a snake in the grass, Cecil!
Oh! It's not what you think. We're in love.
My sister doesn't love you! How dare you lay a finger on her? Your own brother's fiancée. It's disgusting. No wonder your father hated you.
Don't you speak about my father, Collymore! Ow!
Time has come for you to answer to me for your indiscretion. Draw your on guard. Not bad, Collymore. There's still no match for my skill. You know, sometimes I forget you're Charlie's brother. You're so pathetic.
Not bad, Collymore, but I was always too quick for you. But still, not bad, Thomas. I'm God. Shing! Shing, 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 shing,
Not bad, Collymore. 'Tis nothing.
Not bad, Collymore. You've got a good parry.
Good parry. I'll show you a good parry, Havisham. I'll show you a good parry, Havisham. Oh, that parry's coming. Sing.
Ching, 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 oh, you're wrong.
I don't need this to kill a man like you. Well, it seems there's no mystery as to who killed Charles Harrison. He was murdered by his own vile little brother in a fit of jealous rage. You'll be sorry you ever laid a finger on my sister, Havisham. You'll be sorry.
Gunshots in the library.
Good God, what's going on down there?
Inspector, please, I have gunshots. Come down here now.
I'm on my way.
Inspector! Inspector! Where is Inspector Carter?
He's coming down the elevator now, Mr. Honeywell.
Inspector, there you are! Don't know how you manage to look so calm and collected in situations like this.
It comes from years of experience.
Indeed.
It is important that we remain calm and we don't let each other out of our sights. Where's Miss Collymore?
She's on the way now! Lawrence, get in here! Lawrence! You don't look yourself this evening.
Thomas, I'm frightened.
The great Lawrence is safe in here with me.
What's happening, sir?
Isn't it obvious? Cecil has lost control.
Oh no, not Kessel.
Yes, Cecil shot Charles Havisham, driven mad by his lust for you. And now he knows we found him out.
I cannot believe it. Kessel would not do such a thing.
Well, this is a disaster. The worst night I've seen in 88 years of service.
Save me, brother. Oh, save me, brother.
Don't worry, boys. I shan't let anyone hurt a hair on your head.
I'm panicking.
Try to relax, Miss Collymore.
I can't believe Cecil is doing this.
Try to relax, Miss Collymore.
I shall faint.
You shan't faint, Floyd! The devil of a situation this is!
Not
Now-
so fast, it.
Now we're all going to get We're all going to get out of this alive, you hear me?
Take cover!
Good Scott!
Good heavens!
I mean,
Cecil's crossing the landing. We must lock him out.
Quickly, where are the keys to lock the door, Perkins?
Here they are, sir. Here they are, sir.
Quickly, Perkins, hand this to me. We must lock him out. We must lock him out before he bursts in.
No!
No, no, no!
Cecil's dead?
A double murder!
Where's found the Duran Duran?
Time of death, quarter to me, 5 o'clock.
No, I loved him. I know I was wrong. I know I was engaged to Charles. But Cecil was mine and I was his.
There, Miss Collymore.
How shall I go on? Sobs.
You, take the body outside.
Yes, Inspector.
Lend him a hand, Perkins.
I've seen an awful lot in my 20 years as an inspector. But 2 murders in one evening is certainly unusual.
Oh, Inspector. My fiancé and my lover killed on the same eve.
Remember your breathing, Miss Collymore. Now is not the time for another one of your episodes.
I'm having an episode, Inspector. I cannot help it.
Have that so! Collymore.
Calm yourself down.
She's having another one of her hysterical episodes.
They're dead, they're gone, and they're never coming back.
Will not tolerate another tantrum, Florence.
Get away from me, Thomas. You don't understand my grief.
That's enough. Here, take one of your pills.
No, not more pills. Oh. Oh, they're mints.
But who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Collymore.
And one we must answer quickly if we're going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Of course, Inspector.
Tell me, does anyone else have access to the ground other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6. The only other member of the staff is Perkins. Good God, I needed that!
Does anyone else have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with a master key as instructed. I locked and bolted the doors as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Collymore.
And one we must answer quickly if we're going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Of course, Inspector.
Tell me, is there anyone else on the grounds other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6. The only other member of the staff is Perkins. Good God, I needed that!
Does anyone else have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with a master key as instructed. I opened the doors as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Collymore.
And one we must answer quickly if we're going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins! Pour us all another scotch. Tell me, is there anyone else on the ground other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6. The only other member of the staff is Perkins. Good God, I needed that!
Does anyone else have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with a master key as soon as you arrived.
Could have killed him.
That's a good question, Mr. Collymore! And one we must answer quickly before we get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Pour us all another scotch. Does anyone else have access to the grounds? Is there anyone else on the grounds other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6. The only other member of the staff is Perkins. Good God, I needed that!
Does anyone else have access to the grounds?
I'll kill the one with the master key as instructed. I can open the doors as soon as you arrive.
Then who could have killed him?
No one! Yes! No one could have killed him except for the people in this room.
Good God. You're right. It's one of us.
This is a disaster. Blackout. Intermission.
Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you enjoyed your break. We will be resuming our performance momentarily, I am assured. I must say, I'm so delighted to see that so many of you have returned for the second act. I would be lying if I said the first act went entirely as rehearsed. There were one or two minor snags that you may or may not have picked up on, but I assure you, these are snags that you would expect to see in any production. And this certainly hasn't been the worst first act that Cornley Drama Society has seen by some stretch. Why, just last year, due to a casting error, Cornley Drama Society was forced to present Snow White and the Seven Tall Broad Gentlemen. Anyway,
No, he's going. Something quite bad is beyond funny.
before we begin again,
He's still unconscious and we still can't find his arm.
Before we begin again, a word of health and safety administration. Could I please ask anyone who consumed any of the salted nuts available during intermission, please seek medical help immediately. And now, on to the concluding act of The Murder at Havisham Manor. No! Close the curtains! Get out of the way! Clear the stage!
No one could have killed him except for... No one could have killed him except for the people in this room.
Good God, you're right. It's one of us.
This is a disaster.
It's not over yet. 2 murders in one evening at Havisham Manor with a grisly night.
Frightful, brother, frightful.
And look, Mr. Collymore, the snowstorm outside is building.
If we're not careful, we'll be snowed into this slaughterhouse. We must discover the guilty man.
Indeed. The gunshots were heard coming from the library. I shall investigate the room. All of you remain here.
This whole situation is a disgrace. Let us remind ourselves of what we know.
We know that Charles Havisham was killed here in his private rooms the night of his engagement party.
We know that his own fiancée was involved in an affair with his own brother, Cecil. How could my sister behave in such a way?
Not now, Thomas. We both know that he too was murdered on the same eve in cold blood.
But what we don't know is who the murderer is.
Oh, the tension in this house. It's... Oh! Sorry. Can I have them stop, please? Oh, the tension in this house. It is, the tension... It is tense!
Florence, how do you feel now?
I feel great!
That's dreadful.
Yes, dreadful indeed. I want to die.
That's the spirit, Florence.
But Miss Collymore, first I must ask you an important question. Where were you when the murder was committed?
On the floor.
That was most. That was most.
Sorry, buddy, go on.
That was most. That was most. Moo news.
Ominous indeed.
Study to lounge. Are you there, Collymore?
Yes, Inspector.
Come up to Charles' study. I must speak with you.
Right away, Inspector.
There you are, Collymore.
Yes, Inspector.
I must speak with you, Thomas.
Of course, Carter.
Are you sitting comfortably?
Most comfortably, Inspector.
Before we speak, I must make sure there's no one within earshot.
No one else is here, Inspector.
Very well. I have managed to find the weapon that was used to kill Cecil Havisham.
Where?
In the library, lying on the table. Nozzle worn, smoke still coming out of the barrel.
Someone killed Cecil with this.
Less than half an hour ago.
But who?
I was hoping you could answer me that question, Collymore. After all, we are friends, aren't we?
I have no idea who killed Cecil. I was down in the kitchens when I heard the gunshots, fetching my sister some refreshments and... Line? Line?
I don't know, paper, buddy.
I don't know what case we're on, buddy.
Besides, why would
I want to murder my oldest friend's younger brother?
Perhaps because you found out about his affair with Florence. We all know you're a jealous man, Collymore, ruthlessly protective of your sister.
Protective. I approve of whatever makes my sister happy.
Don't play the fool with me, Thomas. You shot Cecil Havisham in cold blood, and you know that wasn't the plan.
Well, who the devil could that be?
I don't know.
You're probably right. Quickly, Miss Monica, we must... Charles built a secret passageway. We must hide you. Charles built a secret passageway. I shall open it. Stand back. Step inside, Miss Collymore. You're safe in there, Miss. You're safe in there, Miss Collymore. What are you doing here?
I was outside in the grounds gardening late this evening when Winston and I got caught in the storm and couldn't make it to the gate.
Good heavens, Arthur, please come inside. You won't believe what a nightmare this evening has been.
How so? Whoa, Winston, down from the chase lounge!
Mr. Havisham was murdered tonight.
Oh, Mr. Havisham? Surely you don't mean Charles Havisham?
And not only that, his brother Cecil too.
Yes, well, it would explain the strange goings-on I've seen in the grounds this evening.
Strange goings on.
Yes, a mysterious figure stood by the window to this very room, and upon further inspection, I found that the window latch had been forced open. But not only that, Winston found this on the ground beneath it. A lace handkerchief with a deep red mark and a distinctive scent.
Ah, yes. Cyanide.
Precisely. Cyanide.
Wasn't he a good actor?
And you can tell by the shape of the mark that it's been made to hold a bottle. And it's embroidered with the initials FC.
Florence, Collymore.
Indeed.
I might show you something, Thomas. No doubt you'll find it most interesting.
Well, well, well. What is it, Inspector?
A new draft. Charles's last will and testament, dated only today.
Yes!
It would appear he has changed the beneficiary.
But who? Has he changed the... Who has he changed? Who has he... Good Lord!
That's right.
He's given it all to Perkins!
Mr. Gardner, you're suggesting that Florence Collymore broke into Charles's private rooms this evening?
Florence Collymore is the murderer.
Miss Collymore, get in here now! You killed Charles Amersham, and we have the evidence to prove it.
How dare you!
The time has come to confront Perkins about what we know and tell him that we know what he has done. Get to the elevator, Collie. More?
Of course, Inspector.
Then we'll have to take the stairs.
After you. Inspector, what on earth are you doing?
I'm taking the stairs. Perkins!
Thank heavens, Inspector. These two have been accusing me of the most dreadful things!
You hold your tongue. We know what you've done. Well, Winston, down, boy.
Winston, the inspector's here to help us.
I'm sorry about Winston, Inspector. I'll put him outside immediately.
Arthur, I presume.
I'm the longest-serving member at Havisham Manor.
He's been serving for Mr. Havisham for 90 years. 99 years.
99 years. What a dedicated wretched man. Well, Arthur, I was informed that you left Havisham Manor at 6 o'clock today.
What's that, young man?
It would appear you were hiding out on the grounds on the night 2 men were murdered.
Charles, he became trapped in the storm and couldn't make it to the gates.
How implausible. I don't suppose you realize what you have walked into this evening, then.
On the contrary, Inspector, I have discovered a clue that will help close this case.
A handkerchief.
Monogram.
Monogram.
And a stain with cyanide.
Cyanide!
Dropped beneath the false window that was used to gain access to this room so that someone could poison Charles.
Good God, how dreadful. I must inspect this handkerchief in more detail. Thomas, fetch my magnifying glass from Charles's study.
Without delay, Inspector! Your magnifying glass, Inspector!
Thank you, Thomas.
I'll get it. Yes, good evening. It's for you, Mr. Collymore.
Another telephone call?
Yes.
Who is it, Arthur?
Mr. Fitzroy, sir.
Then hand me the receiver, Arthur.
Right away, Mr. Collymore.
Mr. Collymore, you look like you could use a scotch.
No! No scotch for me, thank you, Perkins. What a ghastly evening. I must check my bank records once more. If you'll excuse me. If you'll excuse me. If you'll excuse me.
But Inspector, there is something about the handkerchief which you have not detected.
What is it, Perkins?
That handkerchief bears upon the initials FC.
Florence Collymore is the murderer, Inspector!
Me? The murderer? How can you?
You are the murderer, Miss Florence, and it's plain for us all to see. You were engaged to be married to Charles, a man who, according to your letter, you despise. Not only this, but you are having an affair with his fiancée. It would seem plausible to me that you both murdered him so you can be together. And what do you have to say for yourself, Florence?
I wish you could tell me. Why don't you keep going, Inspector?
The evidence is piling up against you, Miss Collymore. There's very little you can say to sway me. And is there something that you have that will prove your innocence. Anything at all?
If you'll excuse me.
Anything at all, Miss Collymore?
I think it's actually going rather well. There's just a little bit of
Florence Collymore is the murderer, Inspector!
Me? The murderer? How can you?
I'm getting my back, Grandma.
You're lying, Florence.
She's having another one of her hysterical episodes.
You killed your fiancée, Florence. What do you have to say for yourself?
I am no murderer!
We all know that's not true, Florence.
It is true, Inspector.
You've been exposed!
Very well, Miss Collymore. Your name can be easily cleared. I must inspect Charles's body for evidence of cyanide poisoning. Collymore, Perkins, if you be so kind as to take me to the body so I can examine it once more.
Yes, Inspector.
And Arthur, remain here with Miss Collymore. Ensure she does not leave this room.
No.
Arthur, you have known me years. Surely you believe I would never do something like this.
On the contrary, Miss Collymore, it was I who discovered you to be the guilty party.
Oh, Arthur, how can you? Please, you must protect me from these fiends. I'll do anything to win your trust.
Oh, Miss Collymore, I cannot resist your feminine charms.
The way you look at me across the grounds, even now the way you're looking at me. Even now the way you're looking at me. Even now the way you're looking at me, I know how you feel.
Oh, Miss Collymore, I am but a simple gardener.
And you said it will outrage you. And you have said before. And you said before. And you said what you said before. I brought the bodies of Arthur protecting your viewers and you knew.
Miss Collymore, I do not feel as you suggest. You are a murderer and a seductress, and I shall not be seduced.
Ah! Bluff! In the clock, come on! Come on!
But Arthur, how can you resist me? I'm a beautiful woman.
Oh, Miss Collymore, you're using your mad powers over men, as you always have.
You can't pretend your feelings aren't real.
Well then, perhaps it is true that I've always admired you.
Then kiss. Then kiss me, Arthur. You know you want to. Hold on a minute, no one wants to see that.
What on earth is going on here?
I can explain.
No, I really don't think you can.
Miss Collymore in Arthur's arms?
A second affair.
Florence, you've changed.
Your wild accusations have driven me to the sexual dizzy. I feel like I'm going to capsize.
I suggest you settle down, Miss Collymore.
Quickly, where's the medication?
Thus, I must have left it up in the study.
Miss Collymore, you are a vile criminal.
I don't think we took you in.
You have manipulated me. I have let down my master tonight.
And all the while you were plotting your fiancé's demise.
Oh, Inspector, all these accusations, I feel an episode coming on.
Have an episode.
Ah, I'm having an episode!
Down, Miss Collymore!
Now, where is that medication? If you'll excuse me.
An adulteress! And a cold-blooded killer.
I'm not, Inspector!
Yes, you are, Miss Collymore.
Oh, Inspector, I can't take it anymore. I shall faint.
She's fainted!
It's all become too much for her.
Quickly, lie her down on the chase. That's better.
I found Florence's medication and... What's happened?
Florence has fainted.
There, Miss Collymore.
Good Lord! I'll wake her up! She's out cold.
But Arthur, is this the same person you saw outside of the window this evening?
I cannot tell. Mr. Collymore, please remove her hands from her face. It is not her, Inspector. Besides, the figure that I saw was that of a man.
Of course it was. You were taken in by a handkerchief placed outside of the window to frame Florence. She and Cecil both have plausible motives for murder. But the true motive belongs to Perkins!
Me, Inspector?
That's right, Perkins. You! It would appear that Charles has... It would appear that Charles has named you the sole beneficiary of the sole beneficiary of his inheritance.
not true, I tell you.
Save your pleading for the... Save your pleading for the police station. Thomas, handcuff him to the Chase Lounge.
Once, Inspector!
Lest he escape before I can drive him there.
That won't be for hours. The snow is at its peak.
This is all a mistake.
What happened? I must have fainted. Curse my delegate! What happened? I must have fainted. Curse my delegate constitutionally.
You did faint, Florence! We discovered that Perkins committed the murder!
Perkins? Perkins? But he's such a kindly old man. Oh no!
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't kill Charles, but I know who did.
Who?
Inspector Carter!
What on earth?
Poppycock!
You did it because Charles knew about the police money you were embezzling.
Nonsense!
You say you were working with him on a fraud case together.
What's of it?
Well, Charles found out the reason why no arrests had been made was because you were the perpetrator. You were the perpetrator.
You can't prove it.
But Charlie could, and that's why you killed him.
Never!
I know your secret, Inspector. What will you do now? Kill me too?
I will confound it.
What the devil of a situation is this?
So fast,
Charlie! I thought you were dead.
You're alive? That's not possible.
Oh, I'm afraid it is. You couldn't kill me that easily.
How did you survive?
I simply didn't drink the poison sherry you left out for me this evening.
But Charlie, no! Charlie, this is more than I can bear!
Ever since we last spoke at the police station, it became clear you thought I was on to you. It was then I became afraid you might try to kill me. For months now I've had my guard up, and tonight you fell into my trap.
You were the one hiding in the grounds this morning before you planted the poison.
It was you that I saw. You were the mysterious figure.
I thought it was strange. Get to the hotel. I thought it was strange. I did something in the terrible weather.
What about the handkerchief bearing Florence Collingwood's initials?
Perhaps you should ask Inspector Carter. Or should I say Inspector Frederick Carter?
FC! The same initials.
Precisely. And after finding Charles's will in his letter, you tried to pin the whole thing on me.
You damn brat! You damn crafty devil!
Yes, crafty. Yes, crafty indeed. Perkins is as innocent as I am. Remove those handcuffs this instant.
Of course, Charles, I have the key!
Never! I came here to kill you, Charles, and I'm not leaving until the job's done.
It's over, Inspector! I will prove your guilt in a second. I have the evidence upstairs in the safe in my study. Perkins, get the papers!
Yes, sir.
Look at them, Inspector! What are you going to do, Charles? Shoot me in the room full of witnesses?
Think I won't. You try to kill me. I've never been returning the paper.
Oh, Inspector, you're frightening me! Oh, Inspector, you're frightening me!
You are to be frightened!
Arthur, turn everyone in this room. I'll send a wire to the local police.
Yes, sir.
You monster! You tried to kill Charles and you killed! And you killed Cecil, how can you?
All right, I admit. I tried to kill Charles, but I couldn't have done it
true. It's true. I am his accomplice. I helped the inspector move the money. But don't think for 1 second I'm going down for this. Blast! Charlie's locked the door! We're trapped!
Quickly, Collingwood! Get in the elevator. We can escape through the east staircase.
Get away from the elevator, you two! Quick, Steve! Get him, boy!
Down! Winston! Quickly, we can escape through the study.
The paper, sir.
Thank you, Perkins. Now fetch my reading glasses from the library.
Don't get in my way, Charles.
Push him aside, Collingwood. You want to spend the rest of your life in jail?
I will strike you down, Charlie!
Quick! 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 Quick!
No!
Quick! Quick! It's useless, Collingwood. There's no way out.
Brother, I'm surprised. Brother, I'm surprised at you. I don't know what you've become. You little! No!
I feel so ashamed. Carter and I quickly discovered we could move police from the money from the police sentry accounts with ease. See, he had the access. I had facility to move the funds fast and keep them secure. Or so I thought, until this evening, and lying. Oh.
This sets a damn death trap.
This sets a damn death trap!
As for Cecil.
As for Cecil, that was purely a crime of passion, simple as that.
Now, I have in my hand here a list of every fraudulent transaction that Thomas Collingwood and Inspector Carter has ever made.
No, this can't be true. I can't believe it! I can't believe it!
Florence! Your affair made me sick. It broke my heart.
Charlie, look at me the way you used to look at me. No, look at me. Don't look at crazy. Look at me. My voice can't
Thank you, Perkins. Fetch the door, Perkins. Yes, I'll have to leave the police to arrest you both. Silence will mean nothing to me now.
This is the worst night of my life. No! This is the worst night of my life.
I think this is the worst night of
But Thomas! Carter had you fooled, didn't he?
What do you mean?
He never intended to share the money with you. Let me summarize.
I love you, Charlie! No!
Inspector Carter knew I discovered both you and he were embezzling money from the police. And that's when he hatched a plan to kill me, planting poison into my cyanide for me to drink.
I still have a ring, Charlie! We can make it work!
Then, mistakenly believing I was dead, he tried to pin the murder on Cecil and Florence because of their affair. That is until your accomplice Thomas blundered in and shot my brother Cecil. After which he tried to pin the murder on Perkins. After which he tried to pin the murder on Perkins. After which he tried to pin the murder on Perkins after finding my will in the letter.
Take me, Charlie, if you know what's good for you.
But what you didn't know, Thomas, was that this morning Carter made a £9,000 withdrawal from your accounts. After which he found someone to friend me, he would have taken the ticket on a one-way trip to Dover. I think it's time we look in the attaché case, where we shall find a bottle of cyanide, Thomas Collingwood's £9,000, and, of course,
A one-way ticket. A one-way ticket to Duran!
And he intended for you to take all the risk by storing the money in your accounts. Isn't that right, Inspector?
All right. It's... All right, it's... All right, it's true. I forged a signature at the bank and withdrew every penny. I intended to flee after I framed someone for the murder, then bargained for your account and catching on so quickly and telephoning you so soon.
You wrong! I trusted you, Carter. Made a mistake there, but I'm afraid it's your last.
No! Bang!
The officer awaiting the hall, sir.
Excellent, Perkins. Now take Miss Collymore downstairs. You're dead. Downstairs, Florence, downstairs. Thomas! You're not the man I knew at Eton. You've become greedy and jealous.
I'm sorry, child. My nerves are in shreds.
Oh, there's a bottle of sherry next to the telephone.
Well, thank you, child. You're the kind host.
Yes, drink it up.
Most guys.
Oh, and Thomas, one last question.
Of course, Charles, I've told no more lies.
What do you think I did with the sherry, the poisoned sherry, that Carter left out for me this evening?
What do you mean? Charlie, no! Charlie, wait! Damn you, Charlie, how could you possibly... Line!
Just die already.
Just died already! How dare you! Damn you, Charlie! I hate
Oh, Thomas, I sure do wish things could have ended differently. Your lies and your deceits led you inexorably to this end. Betrayed by my brother. Abandoned by my fiancée. And almost murdered by my oldest friend. Let's hope we never again live to see a murder at Haversham Manor.